Okay, so Animal Crossing New Horizons is the newest Animal Crossing game, and New Horizons is on its way to be the best-selling game on the Nintendo Switch. Now, there are a lot of great things about this game, such as the gorgeous graphical style and the amount of customization options. Then on the other hand, there are a few things about New Horizons that really suck, such as the fact that you basically can't do anything with people online other than trade items, and how there is no option to buy multiple of the same item, which makes buying more than one of the same item really goddamn annoying. On top of those two cons, there is another thing in New Horizons that is just awful. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking about what I think is the worst part of Animal Crossing New Horizons. And with all that said, let's start the video. Alright, so as I'm sure everyone watching this video knows, the Animal Crossing franchise revolves around you living a normal life and getting to know the villagers that live on your town or island. My first Animal Crossing game was New Leaf for the 3DS, and one of my favorite parts about New Leaf was talking to my villagers. Each and every single one of them had a different personality, behaved differently, and when you spoke to them, you felt like you were actually having a conversation with them, when you were literally just tapping a button to talk to some digital animals in clothes. Now, when New Horizons was being made, it's almost as if the developers just completely forgot about the main part of the game, with that being villagers, as they're just so fucking mundane. Like, I don't even know how I can talk about villagers in New Horizons without sounding boring. Personality types have essentially been stripped from New Horizons, as every single villager says the same thing and behaves the exact same way. There are just so many recycled lines that nearly all my villagers have said that I just simply couldn't be bothered to read them all out. My only memory in New Horizons that has anything to do with villagers is quite a funny one actually. Basically, I just loaded up New Horizons, walked out of my house, and found Axel just standing there lifting weights, and for some reason he just didn't want to budge. So I had to resort to hitting him over the head with a net until he finally moved. Then after all that was done, Axel was really annoyed and didn't speak to me for like 2 days, and those are the best 2 days. But anyways, what I find sad is the fact that I have so many fond memories of just talking to my villagers in New Leaf. And then in New Horizons, I, other than speaking to Axel after I'd smacked him across the head, can't remember a single conversation I had with a villager. What I find even more annoying is that there isn't even anything to like or hate about a villager in New Horizons other than their physical appearance, as they all have the exact same personality. Like, what happened to some villagers being mean and some wanting to be your friend? Now talking to them feels like a chore, and so I find myself sprinting away from them rather than approaching them and looking forward to talking to them. On another note, I've spoken in another video on the channel about the feeling of burnout in New Horizons. Now this burnout is mainly caused by the mundane tasks that you have to complete every single day, and villagers being pretty boring obviously don't help with this feeling of being burnt out. However, if you actually do end up returning to the game from a short break, the villagers in your island do not shut the fuck up about how you took a week off. Every single fucking time you bump into a villager after you've had a short break from the game, each and every single villager feels the need to constantly remind you that you're away from the game. This just makes returning to New Horizons after a short break a horrible and very annoying experience. And if you already weren't avoiding your villagers before, you'd definitely be avoiding them now. But anyways, for all I know, this problem might have been fixed in a recent update, as I haven't even touched New Horizons in ages, mainly because of how boring the villagers were. But it was still a problem when I used to play the game, and so I decided to talk about it in a video. And with all that said, it's just about the end of the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more Nintendo content, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.